Hello. Since October 13th, I have been tirelessly working, and by that I mean I've taken many breaks, but shut up. Since October 13th, I have been working on a project suggested by Reddit user Hypercoffee. I don't remember the numbers afterwards. Whoops. But basically, after I put my Reddit post out about Toriel's house, I asked for suggestions on Reddit. Foolish mistake. Very foolish. I should not have done that. Basically, they said Castletown. Whoops. So, here's a quick explanation and quick showcase, and at the end you'll see it with shaders on. Here we go. Boom. Castletown. Pretty pretty, I have to admit. Like this is a more recent feature. Really happy with this. I love it. Look at that. From a hole in the tinted glass. Why does that sound like the name of a book or something? The Hole of the Tinted Glass. Pretty cool. It's basically just a whole bunch of white blocks using their light. Yeah. Now then, the walls. These were not here in this original video. Got rid of that because I kind of forgot. The walls. This. I also just wanted to neat it out. So, chronological order, I say. Spectator mode, and this is the first thing I built. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 10 million fireflies. You would not believe your eyes when you see the original fountain. Not fountain, lake. Get out! It kind of sucks. I don't like it. But then, after the first stream, I remade it. And I do like it. Yay! I even learned how to do a gradient. It's not great, but it's a gradient. And then there's the book. If we read this, showcases the skins I've used. There are two I haven't added. Kita Ikuyo, or whatever her name is, and Kikuri, I can't remember her last name. She's the drunk one. Then there's the save point. Save point! Yeah, these are display entities. I did make a separate short about them. Go watch that, because I might as well promote myself in my own video. Cafe! Yay! I didn't like building this. The exterior took me ages, you can imagine. This was the first actual thing I built using the Axiom mod. And whoops. By that I mean first actual blocked thing. Because, well, there's no way I could build this on this diagonal without using help. But I didn't use it for everything, I will say that. The cafe! I like the cafe. I also made an entire short about the doors. It's just command blocks. And I messed that one up on. Yeah! I was new to display entities, so that squiggle isn't supposed to be see-through, but shh. Plant! There's also a fetch quest. Don't ask me why I have milk in my hotbar. Yeah, find them all, you get the other creator disc. That's for when I had night vision. If I F1 again. Don't know what this is, don't know what they are, they're like pictures or something. Table, lights that don't emit light. Cake with, I think, pink candles. Yeah, pink candles. Burning village. Where's the building gone? Where the hell am I? Here we go. Yeah, cafe. Now then, on to the bakery. I like the bakery. Look, moustache. This I built without Axiom. Yeah, I was happy with this one. Apart from the hat. The hat is still ugly as hell. Get out! I'll fix it eventually. The doors. Yeah, not good. If you hold it down. Whoopsies! I made a bit of a mistake. We got the cookie, the thingy, the wood cake, the carrot cake, the Hollow Knight grubs somewhere in this wall. We got snowballs, cutting boards, spoons, other spoon, the icing, more, I think icing, blender made of bones, and more icing, and another spoon thingy, and chopsticks that someone in my chat recommended. We've got the Mommy sign. I'm super proud of that. That's super cool. Yes. We've got the thingy. Scribble menu scribble dash 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 at dash 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 space dash space dash dash. I'm not reading all that. Yeah, you get the idea. Next up is the party dojo. I hated building this. This is such a boring one to build. Not only is it ugly as hell, but even in the actual game I've been in it twice. There's the fists. I'm kind of happy with them. The thingy looks great with shaders on. Other than that, boring as hell. Clover's bed thingy. This I'm happy with that. This is pretty cool. Rouse. Just ignore rousing. Exit. Hell yeah. Then Shawm's shop. The only exterior I built on stream because it doesn't use commands. I actually should say this. Any characters or character-like things, I'm going to build in a stream way later because I'm not good enough for displaying these and that. If you've seen the tutorial, you understand what I mean. But I did start banners here. We've got the envelopes, the other envelopes. Apparently you can put banners on shields. You can't really see it well because I purposely made it black. The Deltarune. Oh my god, Deltarune reference. Ah! United Kingdom. Amori cat thingy. Another wall. A heart. Other thingies. Hello. The fountain. That I completely gave a massive revamp afterwards. It looked terrible after the first stream, and since the old video, I've revamped it big word! What's a word that's big? Massively. Hugely. That's not a word. Big. I suck at English. Somehow. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I also used the fog effect here, after originally just using concrete, because it looks bad. We've even got multiple colours. The trans flag. Hell yes. Honey blocks. I don't know why. And then the castle. I made many mistakes. Building the exterior of this, I made many mistakes. But I'm mostly happy. Except that room's supposed to be this room. Whoops, daisy. Oopsies. Since we're going chronological order, the blue eye of Sauron and smoke. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We've got an arrow. That's what it's called. Yeah. The doors. I do not like this door. I do not like this door. In fact, I made an entire short because of this door. Get out. Hate that door. This I also believe I built off stream. Really happy with this. Look at that. You can't go up no matter how hard you try. Hang on. Does this skin have shoes on? They do. Okay, I couldn't tell. Lancer's room. Pretty cool door. Decently cool carpet. Look, the letter L. Me when I'm that one character from Death Note. I'm so funny. Text saves me way too much time. I'm so happy I remembered this exists. So, it exists. Sorry, just have to remember to English. Got iron shovel, not spoon. Look, it even says iron shovel. Oh my god, Bochi the Rock. Pretend that's, yeah, Bochi the Rock. Bed. Door. This, I'm to be honest not certain what it's supposed to be. That's about it, but I love this room. Such a cool room. Probably gonna put something else in the hoppers. I don't know yet. Then we're skipping Susie room. Yeah. Chris's room. The canonical trans bed. That was a horrendous voice crack, Jesus Christ. Whoa. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm turning down my fly speed. So, this pillow appears on, like, every bed. This white stripe isn't actually here, but if I didn't, it wouldn't be a trans, so... A trans bed. What is wrong with my English today? Usually it's bad, but come on! It's literally my native language. We've got the trophies from Asriel's room. In fact, most of this was stolen from Chris's original room, which was the first room I ever built. Go check out the other log for that. Bedside table. Thingy. Fridge. There's actually a wardrobe, but it's the same thing as the fridge. The fog effects again. Yeah! Where's the door? There it is. Uh-oh. Love this carpet. Such a cool carpet. Not perfect, not literally the exact, but it's good enough. We've got another thingy. 2 more fridges. I wasn't doing the fog effect here because of that shape. Can't really get a window that shape. There's no spikes because triangles are not in Minecraft. Like, I don't think. Oh damn, that's went long. I didn't expect any results there. We've got the... I almost fell. The duvet? Yeah. Then the pillow, the crown. That's not safe. Hello. Valsay's really not good at, you know, not risking people's lives. What if that falls? Then what? Yeah, then we ignore that big door for now and go down to the basement. Don't worry, there's no evil, like, people here. In fact, most of this room is not display entities other than these 2 vertical rails. The rest of this, all, no, whoops, not display entities. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. Without characters, I've not really built much else there. Then the door. This door. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Look at this. That's so cool. Super cool. Even used text. What's behind the door? Hatsune Miku, who hasn't been built yet. In fact, you could say she's invisible. No one hears the word. I'm so funny. I think you can tell I have not written a speech for this. Script, same thing. Basically, let me just activate night vision. Yeah. This, not building it yet. This side, not building it yet. Not part of Castletown. I've technically begun, but badly, and clearly this is just a placeholder. Look at that. The door, all of this, I'm classing as Chapter 1 Dark World, and we'll build it when I build that. Because I will. This wall, however, like the walls surrounding it, I love that. Super cool. This bush took me too long. Like, honestly, it was literally just like a little slime slug just sitting there looking bad for ages until I finally finished it. That looks really weird with night vision. And if you cannot tell, I kind of built an entire dark world because I couldn't just build a town that'd look out of place. I wouldn't have like an atmosphere behind it. So I built Castletown its own dark world. I think it looks sick, to be honest. Like, I really like it, especially with shaders on. And I think that's it. So let's get into the shade. I hope you enjoyed that mini showcase thingy. Would have been longer. I messed up. My mistake. At around... wrong button. At around there, the village. I messed up where I cut between each section of the Dark World. There isn't too much to show, to be honest. I've kind of showed it already. But I had a bit more. And because I messed up the pausing, it only included the parts where I set up the cuts. Yeah. So that also included the intro. Sorry, the outro. Yeah. So here's just a little scheme. That's not shimmy thingy looking over the castle town. Yeah. The fountain looks a bit weird with shaders on. So when Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 release, I will be streaming day of release and day after. A bit later than my usual streams though, because I'm busy on them days. But basically, that's all I have to say. Have a good day, have a good week, good life, good month, whatever. Yeah, be good. Bye.